Dragons, their response was phenomenal. We've been described as alien technology. The Jetsons have arrived, only seen in the movies. And our product was an award-winning finalist in 2 categories for Best New Home Technology and Best Kitchen and Bath Product.
Wow.
You know what? We won the award for Best Kitchen and Bath Product in North America. And this is huge, Dragons. This award is the Oscar of the construction industry. Our phone was ringing off the hook. We were getting calls from as far as New Zealand, UK, Colombia, India, US.
Show us the product. Show us the product.
We get it.
Dragons, are you ready to see our award-winning new product?
Yes,
Here it is.
we are.
Well, just imagine with a swipe of a hand, you can turn any countertop into touchscreen, which is fully connected to the internet.
That's a great idea.
You can browse social media, watch recipes. Well, here's another fun part. You can cook directly on top of these countertops with no visible appliances. You can use your phone to control it. The water's boiling right now. Also, you can charge your phone on these countertops, no visible cords.
What?
That seems too good to be true.
That's crazy.
That is beyond crazy. This is Jetsons-like, I agree.
That's exciting.
How do you do it?
Yeah, how does it work?
It's a combination of projection, lasers, sensors, and camera.
So do you have to have something
And it's coming
above that's
overhead?
projecting?
It's something like that. So literally there is no screen embedded in the countertop. You're just playing around with lights.
So you can build it into a cabinet that's above? Is that the idea, that you have to have a cabinet above it?
You can do it in the cabinet. You can do it in the ceiling.
And how did you get the touch screen to work?
It's just, it's a laser that's reading your finger where it is.
So it's not magic.
It's like a projected keyboard. I used to have one of those. It's like a keyboard I could put up in front of my laptop. The projector also detects where my finger is.
But that's not new, then.
But what they're doing is they're really using existing technology, but actually incorporating it in the granite.
Listen, I'm not saying that you haven't done something novel here, but you can't run around saying that this technology's never been seen before.
I didn't hear him say he's never been seen before.
But it's not brand new technology.
All I'm saying is that the response has been so amazing. People come into a showroom, it's almost like, wow, is this real? I need this in my house.
So have you sold this? Is this in people's homes right now?
No, we have a prototype, but it's not in production yet.
Okay.
Oh.
Oof.
You couldn't produce what? You couldn't produce the projector? What is it you couldn't produce?
The mast, which is the projector.
So that doesn't exist today? That's not being made by somebody right now?
No.
So Ricky, is that your prototype, this projector? Is it your
Yes, it is.
innovation?
Yeah,
Okay.
I came up with the idea. I got a company to develop it for me.
Yeah.
So that's how I would call it.
Okay, so that's a big important part of this question we're asking, because if I was listening to it, I was thinking, oh, they got a projector from somewhere and they just put the application onto a kitchen counter, but you actually have developed and designed
Absolutely.
and engineered something that needs to go into production.
Do you own the IP, or did the firm you use owns the IP?
We would have the rights for North America and Europe, and they would have the right for other countries.
Oh, so someone else developed this and you have the North American rights.
We had this contract, we had this idea, we took it down to them, we explained it. In fact,
Where is them? Is this in Asia?
Taiwan.
In Taiwan.
So they
Okay.
partnered with
Yeah.
you. So they,
Yeah. So there's an existing company. We told them this is what we want.
Yeah.
And they worked on it for a few months and they developed this prototype for us.
And they own the IP 50-50 with you?
No, it's combined. We had no knowledge on the manufacturing side, and we spoke with so many different companies, and this was the only company that came forward and said that it could be done. And that's what they were asking for, so we just had to kind of agree to that. They are doing the development, they'll be doing the manufacturing as well.
I don't understand why you haven't been able to get a couple of prototypes here to sell.
Because of COVID, we couldn't finalize the production. There are no flights out there. We couldn't fly overseas. We couldn't get this done.
But there are so many people that can manufacture electronics.
I tried it, and you know what is? We came across a couple of companies where the touch was horrible.
But so if you have a problem with your core partner and you haven't been able to get them to give you a prototype for 8 months, that really worries me as an investor.
You're CEO of this company, plus you're the tech lead.
Yeah.
And what's your technology background?
I don't have a technology background, but in reality, we don't have a complete technology person on our board.
Everyone thinks tech is so easy. I just got to make a couple phone calls and it magically appears. And this is a perfect example of where hubris and an assumption that tech is easy leads to the exact kind of dysfunction that we're finding in this right now.
Lane, you're being so hard on him. He didn't, what a hubris in he's saying that it's easy. He hasn't said it's easy, and he hasn't been arrogant. He's basically said, listen, I think he's been telling us over and over that he didn't know what he was doing, and he's made some deals that got him in trouble, but he hasn't been arrogant.
The moment he won this award and these orders started coming in, he should have hired a head of technology.
That's fine, he made a mistake, but he hasn't been arrogant, and he hasn't said it was easy. Like, I think that was really unfair.
I'm sorry if I came across like that. I never meant to say that. Yeah.
I wouldn't be giving you as hard of a time as I've been giving you if the valuation seemed more reasonable. The challenge is you came in with a lot of enthusiasm around technology, but you didn't come in with technology that's ready to execute. And for that reason, I'm going to be out.
I think, Ricky, you put a little bit of the cart before the horse. I'm not going to worry about the technology part of it until I see it and sit there and I can bring my person in and say, does this really work, before I invest $9 million in this business. For that reason, I'm going to be out right now.
You know, I admire you wanting to inject technology into an old business. Like, you clearly have a very successful granite business and you want to modernize that. But because I'm too worried about your supply chain and your partner, I'm out.
Yeah, Ricky, I think, you're not realizing that you got overwhelmed by this. It's not clear to me what you've given up to that company. So I'll be out.
Ricky, you're clearly a good businessman. You've made money in a business. You've built a hard business. That's one side of this equation of how I feel about this pitch. The other side is the technology is too nebulous and not well thought through enough for us. I'm out.
Ricky, for me, execution trumps talent all day long. And I see the execution missing here. I'm out.
God.
Jeez. Well, that was an experience.
Yeah, no,
You know what terrifies me about that one? Is the amount of time that it's taking that other company who owns the rest of the world to get them started in that part of the world.
Yeah.
Tells me they might have this
They
thing
need a
up
different partner.
and rolling and manufactured. They might be selling this